Hi, good evening, everybody. This is Brijesh Dalmia from Masterstroke. Today is 11th March 2023, and a very happy Holi to all of you. And I hope you played Holi and you are all in high spirit, health, and happiness. Today is Saturday, 6 p.m. again, as routine for Masterstroke webinar. Short 20 minutes session by me today. I will be talking about direct stock investment versus mutual funds. And let's see the data. What support what? And this रिपोर्ट वी विल बी शेयरिंग 3 रिपोर्ट्स मैं आपके साथ आज 3 रिपोर्ट शेयर करूंगा जिसकी पीडीएफ फॉर्म रेडीमेड पोर्टफोलियो मास्टर स्ट्रोक में शेयर की जाएगी जिसको आप डाउनलोड करके अपने ब्रांडिंग के साथ क्लाइंट्स को दिखा सकते हैं भेज सकते हैं इन सपोर्ट दैट व्हाई यू शुड इन्वेस्ट इन म्यूचुअल फंड्स एज कंपेयर्ड टू डायरेक्ट स्टॉक्स and this report is a proprietary tool of Masterstroke, proprietary report of Masterstroke, which we have done study over the last few days, and we are bringing this report. I hope this will help you. Thank you so much. And yeah, so let me share the first report. So this is the first report. This is the first report. We have done an analysis, direct stock investing versus mutual fund and analysis, and where we have taken 4 stocks of the infotech sector: TCS, Infosys, HCL, and Wipro. You can see all these 4 stocks, right? And what we have done is that we have shown here calendar year return of all these 4 stocks. So 2015 to 2022, we have given you calendar year returns of all these 4 stocks, and then we have compared this with 4 mutual fund schemes in the IT space. So what is the analysis? And don't go with all these data points. You can send it across to your clients. आप अपने clients को ये अपने branding के साथ भेज सकते हैं if you like this report in favor of mutual funds. हमने इंडिया के टॉप 4 IT कंपनीज को लिया है और इंडिया के 4 IT फंड्स को लिया है. So एप्पल टू एप्पल कंपैरिजन करके हमने देखा what are the calendar year returns. So if you see TCS is 4% negative in 2015, and we have compared कि म्यूचुअल फंड में चारों स्कीम ने 2015 में क्या रिटर्न दिया. So the next sheet is this one. Let me share the next sheet now. So now if you go to the next sheet, this is very interesting. टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ड इक्विटी फंड्स कैलेंडर ईयर रिटर्न्स. दिस इज द कैलेंडर ईयर रिटर्न्स. सो हम लोगों ने 7 साल के कैलेंडर ईयर रिटर्न्स टेक्नोलॉजी स्टॉक्स के बनाए और टेक्नोलॉजी म्यूचुअल फंड्स के बनाए. एंड हियर इज द रिजल्ट्स. द फर्स्ट एनालिसिस, एंड वी हैव अ थर्ड पेज आल्सो. पहली एनालिसिस हमने यहाँ पे की, एंड प्लीज गिव मी योर कमेंट्स इन द चैट बॉक्स एज यू सी दिस वेदर दिस रिपोर्ट इज इंटरेस्टिंग और नॉट. वेटेड एवरेज कैलेंडर ईयर रिटर्न. जब आप इंडिविजुअल स्टॉक की रिटर्न्स देखते हैं और स्कीम्स के देखते हैं तो आप एनालिसिस कर सकते हैं कि स्टॉक की रिटर्न ज्यादा वोलेटाइल है म्यूचुअल फंड से. फर्स्ट फैक्टर. बट द की इज वेटेड एवरेज कैलेंडर रिटर्न्स. All the 4 stock put together, weighted average, 5 out of 8 years, mutual funds have done better. Can you see this? So in 2015, these 4 IT funds as a whole, if you invested 1 lakh rupees in all these 4 funds, and you invested 1 lakh rupees in all those 4 stocks, and then you took the weighted average return, IT funds were better in 2015, 2016, and 2017. In 2017, the direct stock average was 6%, and the mutual fund for IT funds average was 18%. In 2018, direct stocks were 2% better. In 2019, direct stocks were a little better. And you see the difference. They were better by only 2%, and they were better by only 4%, and they were better by only 2%. But in 2021, if you see, mutual funds were better by 21%. So not only they were better 5 out of 8 years, but they were also better by margin. What you have to explain to the client is that what is the chance that you get the right stock, first of all. Even if you invest the top 4 IT companies, mutual funds have done better in 5 out of 8 years. And next, I will share the third slide of this presentation, which is even more interesting. Now here you see medium to long term return. वहां हमने short term returns को analyze किया. यहाँ हमने long term returns को analyze किया. Compounded annual growth returns as on 31/12/2022, 4 stocks versus 4 mutual fund schemes. On a 3-year basis, TCS delivered 14.53% return. And this is the scorecard of TCS. Of course, all these are great companies, but this is just an analysis. TCS has underperformed all 4 mutual fund schemes over the last 3, 5, and 10-year period. I myself could not believe this, but this is the data against these 4 mutual fund schemes. So आपके client कई बार आपको बोलेंगे क्यों ना मैं TCS शेयर खरीद लेता हूं, मैं mutual fund में क्यों जाऊं? Then you can provide this data that over 3-year, 5-year, and 10-year, all these 4 mutual fund schemes almost all the time beat TCS hands down. Let's talk about Wipro. Wipro has also been a laggard under all time periods and all mutual funds. And your clients will say, why not should I buy Wipro? SCL lags behind for a 3-year and a 5-year period and is at par over 10-year period. Infosys lags over 5 and 10-year period and close in the 3-year period as compared to mutual funds. So this is the analysis, my dear MFD friends, that in the IT space, almost all mutual fund schemes, the top 4 mutual fund schemes in the category of the SEBI defined IT sector funds have beaten all these 4 stocks at various time frames. What do you think about this report? Let me know in the chat box, and I will now share the second leg of the research. Now we also compared the pharma funds. Now, if you see the pharma funds here, the same story repeats. So we have taken Sun Pharma, Divi's Lab, and Dr. Reddy, top of the 3 stocks in the pharma sector, and we have compared the yearly returns of 2015 to 2022, and then we have taken also the mutual fund pharma sector funds. And here we have taken Nippon India Pharma Fund, SBI Healthcare Opportunity Fund, UTI Healthcare Fund. The idea is not to be selective. The idea is as per the SEBI defined category and some internal analysis. Here again, this is an interesting chart. Weighted average calendar year return. Now in the pharma space, in the IT space, 5 years IT sector funds were better. In the pharma, it is split. 4 years, stocks delivered better return than MF. And in the other 4 years, mutual funds delivered better return in the category as compared to stock. Now, आपको client को क्या बोलना है? कि first of all, mutual funds are not bad. Secondly, how do you choose the right stock? म्यूचुअल फंड में कम से कम आपको दिमाग नहीं लगाना है, सोचना नहीं है, डाइवर्सिफाइड पोर्टफोलियो होता है, फंड मैनेजर देख रहा है, और उसके बाद भी आपके रिटर्न स्टॉक्स के बराबर हैं ऑन अ कैलेंडर बेसिस कि 8 साल में 7 साल में 4 बार आप बेटर थे स्टॉक्स में और 4 बार म्यूचुअल फंड्स बेटर था. सो दिस हार्डली एनीथिंग टू चूज फ्रॉम, राइट? And how easy it is for you to find the right stock. So it is very difficult. And now let's go to the 3rd page of this report, and which says the analysis of the CAGR returns. And this is interesting. This is very interesting. And here you can make a very strong case of mutual funds as compared to the stock. If you see Sun Pharma delivered 11% return over 5 years, whereas Nippon, SBI, and UTI all are better or almost equal to the Sun Pharma over 5 years CAGR. Divi's 25% was an outlier, it did very well. But if you see 10 years return, 10%, 12%, 8% as compared to the Nippon Fund 15%, SBI 13%, and the UTI 12%. If you see all 3 mutual fund pharma funds have beaten the top 3 stocks of the pharma industry over 10-year period. And friends, when people talk about buying stock, they don't talk about buying stock for 1 month and 6 months and 1 year. Generally, they hold stock far longer as an investment. And they will say that कि मैं Sun Pharma लेके 20 साल hold कर लेता हूँ, या Divi's Lab में 10 साल hold कर लूँगा. And then you can compare these results that Sun Pharma is at par over 5 years, but has underperformed over a 10-year period. Divi's has comfortably outperformed all funds in the 5-year period, but lacks over a 10-year period. Dr. Reddy has been quite an underperformer over any horizon. Now the client will go any length to prove his point about the stock. हम इस stock को इतने साल के लिए लेंगे. Now you cannot beat all the arguments of the client, but you can give him the paper, give him the data that he will understand over long-term mutual funds perform better than direct stocks. And finally, and let me know in the chat box, do you like this research and will it help you convince your clients? Let me finally give you the nail on the coffin. We have analyzed now direct stock investing versus mutual fund, diversified sector. So let's talk about 6 top stocks, not sector wise, but let's say a BSE or a Nifty. HDFC Bank, Reliance, Larsen Tabro, ITC, Sun Pharma, and Tata Steel. So it's a very broad sector of 6 top stocks. And generally, आपके client इसी सब stocks में बोलेंगे कि हम HDFC ले लेंगे, हम Larsen Tabro 10 साल के लिए ले लेंगे. And what are the data saying? Again, we have done a 3-year, 5-year, 10-year analysis. Reliance has done extremely well. But what is the chance that a client will only buy Reliance? Okay, The other stocks have not performed so very well as compared to these 6-7 funds we have chosen. And we have chosen only the flexi cap and the large cap category as against these 6 stocks. We have not taken sector fund. So HDFC Flexi, ICICI Blue Chip, Mirae Asset Emerging, Quant Flexi Cap, SBI Flexi. There are a lot many. This is just 6 funds that we have selected. Nippon India. So आपका पॉइंट क्या होना चाहिए ना, हर एक स्टॉक के अगेंस्ट में एक बेटर म्यूचुअल फंड आपको मिल जाएगा. सो अगर आप ये सोचते हैं कि आप एक स्टॉक को सही तरीके से आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं, तो उतना चांस तो आपको म्यूचुअल फंड में भी बनता है ना कि वो म्यूचुअल फंड भी आपको आउट परफॉर्म कर सकता है. और यहाँ हम आपके कैगर रिटर्न में जाके देखते हैं. एंड दिस इज द लास्ट स्लाइड आई वांट टू शो यू टुडे. So stocks have outperformed mutual funds over 3-year horizon. यानी कि 3 साल के अंदर में अगर आपने 6 स्टॉक में इन्वेस्ट किया तो more or less they have outperformed over 3-year period. But when we look at returns over 5-year period, there's not much of a difference to distinguish between stocks and funds. Picking a stock fund would have fared equally well. The key, friends, is this one, and this you have to highlight. First of all, IT sector has done better as a basket. Pharma sector has done better as a basket. Even the diversified portfolio over 5 to 10 years have done better than the direct stocks. If you look at 10 years, there is a remarkable turnaround where most mutual fund schemes outperformed most of the stocks. If you provide this data to the client, you talk about you will buy ITC. Now, chances are that you can get the right stock, but what percentage of probability is there that you will buy the right stock? Now, I'm not against stock. I'm just saying that कि कम effort करके अगर आपको same return मिलता है, better return मिलता है, कम stress के साथ में मिलता है, तो आपको direct stock में क्यों जाना है? For example, आप अगर एक अच्छा स्टॉक लेंगे, लेट्स से आपने रिलायंस लिया है, तो इसकी क्या संभावना है कि आपने सिर्फ रिलायंस लिया है? You may also have ITC investment in the last 10 years, and ITC did not do anything except the last 1 year. Although last 25-year return is fantastic. But if you talk about 25-year returns, even some of the mutual fund schemes which started in 1995, 98, 2000 has delivered 80, 90, 20%. Again, my disclaimer, mutual fund returns are not guaranteed in nature, and these are all historical data. But then again, if you have to compare historical data versus historical data, then this is the number. So this is a small presentation I wanted to give you. All these 3 reports will be available shortly in the ready-made portfolio for premium members, which you can download and which you can convince and you can send. So even if you are able to convince half of the client not to do this and go through mutual fund, I think our effort will be justified and your effort will be justified to educate the client to stay invested in mutual fund, invest only in mutual funds, not through direct stocks. And it will help you regain the customer confidence, and you can also reduce some of the bad experiences clients have by investing in direct stocks, because generally वो सिर्फ एक स्टॉक नहीं लेते, वो 4-5 स्टॉक लेते हैं. और अगर एक अच्छा स्टॉक उन्होंने पकड़ भी लिया, उसके साथ अगर एक खराब स्टॉक आ गया तो उनका रिटर्न और खराब हो जाता है नेगेटिव कंपाउंडिंग से. So that is all from my side in this small presentation today I have. Let me see some of your feedbacks, and then in the few moments I will invite Ashwin Patni. Don't go anywhere, stay with me, and we will now stop the recording. Just give me 1 moment. Thank you so much.